Welcome to another video. In this one, it's not going to be just a normal deck profile from Machina deck. It's going to be a deck profile for a challenge I'm doing. To take 3 Machina structure decks and build a deck out of them. It is not going to be the final Machina version. That is still a work in progress. I was going to do this style of video yesterday, but I did get it recorded and all. And I completely did it on my just streaming YouTube account and just to watch videos and stuff, and I was like, okay, nope, stop this, let's go back. So take number 2. Well, I mean, the deck did get updated since then. Let's start off with a triple Machina Citadel, the best Machina card by far. It's pretty much a monster born in itself, cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target one monster you control, destroy it, and destroy all of the monsters your opponent controls with less attack than that monster. That's a nice, Machinas have tons of interrupts, not necessarily negates, but, and then if, Machina, an Earth Machine monster you control is destroyed, you special summon it back from your grave. Obviously, not Citadel is destroyed because then that create loops. Next, triple Air Raider. Quick effect during your opponent's turn. You can target one monster you control, destroy it, special summon from your deck a monster with equal or less level except the destroyed monster. So in this case, if you can destroy your own Air Raider and then summon like Irradiator, or you can destroy your Citadel, so Citadel's in the grave for when your opponent attacks and kills your monster. You can bring Citadel back. Starving Venom is another thing that this deck can get around pretty easily. Also, the summoning cost for the next 2 is all you have to do is discard a card to special summon it from your hand. A Machina monster, my bad. Also, whatever monster you target, you destroy. I don't know if I said that. Radiator is the same way. Everything's the same, except instead of from the deck, it's from the grave. So destroy a monster and then special summon with lower or equal level from your graveyard. Gear Frame is the Stratos of the deck. Normal summon it to search. You're not really going to equip it to anything as a Union monster, but unless it's Citadel, because you want your Citadel to be on the field or in the grave, but if you already have one in the grave, you'd rather keep the one on your field. This one was when I wasn't sure if I was going to run it at 3 or 2. Possess storage, however the fudge you pronounce it. When it's normal or special summon, target one Machina monster in your graveyard, except itself. Special summon it in defense, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. Target one of the Machina monster you control and one spell trap card your opponent controls, return them to the hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. This card has a lot of uses. It helps with the spell trap. It's not necessarily destruction, but I mean, if your opponent has something set like a drowning mirror force, it's a way to get around that. Next, double Machina Fortress. If you want to run 2 Fortress and 1 Cannon, or 1 Cannon and 2, or 1 Fortress and 2 Cannon, that works. It all depends on playstyle. Fortress is the same summoning effects as Air Raider and Irradiator, except the levels have to equal 8 and you can discard any amount of monsters. And you can also be special summoned from hand or grave, but that way. If it is destroyed by battle and sent to the grave, target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. Before resolving an opponent's monster's effect that targets this face-up card, look at your opponent's hand, discard a card. And then we have Mega Form, which is pretty much the robot form of Fortress. Tribute this card for one Mechana monster from your hand or deck except Mega Form. I was actually debating at running this at 3 because you can tribute to summon anything, but except itself from your hand or deck. It's not a quick effect though, unfortunately. The face-up Mechana Fortress you control is destroyed and sent to your grave while it's in your graveyard, except during damage step. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon. Banish that fortress from your grave. Special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only use one effect per turn only once that turn. So if you tribute it, you can't special summon it, and vice versa. That comes in really handy over time. Yeah, sure, Fortress won't stay out, but you can go into Mega Form, Fortress dies, special back Mega Form, and come your next turn, or if Fortress dies by one of your own card effects, bring out Mega Form, tribute Mega Form to special summon a Citadel straight from your deck. Next we have the One Soldier. I really needed a filler. I don't really want to run Solemn Strike. I don't know why I don't want to run Solemn Strike. I just don't see it very useful. Soldier, when it's normal summoned only, and you control no other card monsters, you can special summon one from your hand. So if you normal summon Soldier and you have a Citadel in your hand, you can special summon Citadel. Or any other Mechana monster. And then last but not least, Cannon. Cannon was another one I was iffy about. If I was thinking actually about running 2 Soldier and no Cannon. Must be special summoned from your hand by sending one or more machine monsters from your hand to the grave. Then it gains 800 attack for each monster sent. So if you have a bunch of monsters in your hand that you're not even using, send them all to the grave, special summon this. 5 monsters already gets it to 4K. So, and really most of the deck is monsters. Next, for the non-Mechana monsters, triple Scrap Recycler, no explanation needed. Send Citadel to the grave when it's normal summoned, normal or special, and that by itself is enough just to be able to play it. Second effect, I've only ever actually used it once. I don't really use that effect. And then for the last monster, and this is kind of optional, I'm running triple Star Destroying Kaiju. Kaiju is super good. Tribute your opponent's monsters so they're not triggering their effects. And then if you have your own Kaiju in your hand, like if you open up with 2, you get to special summon that and Clash. That's it for the monsters. Moving on to the spells. Mechana Redeployment. I actually don't know what card to compare this to. Melody of Awakening Dragons, I suppose. You can discard 1 card and add 2 Mechana monsters to your hand with different names. Or you can discard 1 Mechana card and add 2 Mechana cards from your deck to your hand with different names. It has its uses. It has quite a bit of uses. Following up, we have triple Mechana Defense Perimeter. Protects your lower level Mechanas, especially when you have Citadel out. Because Citadel can be very hard to deal with, given the circumstances. And then for the last Mechana card in the deck, double Mechana Armed Unit. This one was another one I was debating on. If it were to be by battle or card effect, I would definitely be running it at 3. And Perimeter at 2, or 2 and 2, or something else. But Armed Unit is decent. With those lower level or lower attack ones, you can always bring out Storage. On top of getting Citadel, Storage also special summons from your grave. Moving on to the last of the spells. Got triple Limiter Removal. Doubling that attack, then destroying at the end of the turn really does not hurt the deck. So, Limiter Removal comes in handy. For the last card, I would double Iron Draw. I tend to see a lot of monsters, or 2 monsters on the field often. So it's really nice to have it available to be able to draw 2 more cards. And it's pretty much it. I don't run any of the traps. I don't really care for the traps that were given. Once again, this was specific to a challenge I'm doing, spending only $30, and 30 to 50, it was kind of debatable, not including tax, to build a deck and beat everyone in the team, which consists of like 5 people, including myself. 5, 6 people area. But it's pretty much it. I will be coming out with another one when this deck gets a little closer to actually being finished, being the deck it needs to be. And Machinas can be used in almost any deck, really. The biggest problem I have with Machinas is, well, the fact they don't really have an extra deck. They're very open to their extra deck. Before, when I was trying to do one before I got the 3rd structure deck, I was temporarily using number 97 Dragbullion, number 17 Leviathan Dragon, number 39 Utopia, and number Chaos 107 Neo Galaxy X Tachyon. I really had nothing else I could run, just because I don't have that spicy extra deck that a lot of people have. I don't really have the money to be able to buy a bunch of cards. I'm still a little bit upset. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit. I shouldn't say still, because that was Act 1, or Take 1 that I tried. My Infinitrack deck got stolen. I put a lot of effort. I was 5 cards away from finishing the deck. I got Deskbot 003 in this structure deck. So that would have been finished. I was already planning on getting the structure deck, so I didn't count that. Right after I got the structure deck, didn't even get a chance to open it to modify my Infinitracks, to add in 2 003s, and they were already gone. It was the most disappointing thing I've had, and pretty much my dreams were crushed. Infinitrack is no longer my main. I am going to be maining Machina for a little while. Either that, or I'm going to be maining my older deck, Rockets. Put my trains back together, possibly. Trains wouldn't be the same because Libe was part of that deck. But I'll figure something out. I could possibly put Fright First together. But till that time arises, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.